Have you ever felt that life has thrown you into a furnace? Not just a passing heat, but a hell that makes you think you won't endure. Betrayals that cut deeper than a knife. Losses that tear pieces from your soul. Pains so deep that they make you doubt if there is light at the end of the tunnel. If you have gone through this, or are going through it now, stop everything you are doing and pay close attention. This feeling of being at rock bottom, of having been abandoned to your own fate, is not your final destination. It is not punishment. It is not chance. It is a calling, a cry of summons for something much greater than you can imagine. You were not thrown into hell to be consumed by the flames. You were thrown there to learn to tame them, to become the master of fire, to emerge as a beacon, guiding others who are lost in the darkness. If you have survived all of this, if you are still standing, even with the scars, even with the mended heart, it is because you are a chosen one. A chosen one not for a life of roses, but for a mission that will demand every drop of your strength, every gram of your courage. And the mission is noble, urgent, vital to save lives. I'm not talking about heroism with a cape and sword. I'm talking about something much deeper, more real, more human. I'm talking about using your pain, your story, your overcoming, as a bridge to reach those who are drowning in the same suffering you have faced. Oh, but I'm not strong enough. I have nothing to offer. I'm just another one in the crowd. These thoughts are the chains that hell tries to place on you. They are the lies that prevent you from seeing the truth. You are powerful. You are capable. You are necessary. In this video, we will unveil 7 truths that will open your eyes to your true purpose. We will show that your scars are not marks of defeat, but rather medals of honor, that your pain was not in vain, but the fuel that will drive your mission. If you feel a calling, a restlessness, a desire to make a difference, if you want to transform your personal hell into a beacon of hope for others, then this video is for you. If you identified with what was said, if something inside you stirred, I ask you, subscribe to the channel. I want to accompany you on this journey, offer you more resources, and show you that you are not alone. This is not an ordinary channel. It is a space for those who want to go beyond. For those who want to use their own story to impact lives. Your mission awaits you, and it starts now. The life of someone called to something greater is rarely a sea of tranquility. It seems that, from an early age, the universe decides to test every fiber of your being. Challenges arise like giant waves, ready to drag you to the depths. Losses that hurt the soul, the kind that make you think you will never overcome. Injustices that make us question everything we believe in. Disappointments that leave us feeling unmoored, as if the world is collapsing on our heads. It's one test after another. And the worst part? Often, the feeling is one of being completely alone in this struggle. It seems that no one understands the depth of your pain, the intensity of what you are going through. You look around and ask yourself, why me? Why so much suffering? But here is a truth that can change your perspective. This is not a punishment. You are not being punished for something you did or didn't do. What you are experiencing is preparation, a rigorous training for something much greater than you can imagine. Think of gold. To become pure, valuable, it must go through fire. The fire burns, melts, but also removes impurities. It is a painful process, but essential for the gold to reveal its full potential. So are your trials. They hurt you, transform you, but also strengthen you. Every tear, every sleepless night, every moment of despair is shaping you. It is making you more resilient, more compassionate, more prepared for the mission that awaits you. What today seems to be the end of the world will one day be proof of your strength. What knocked you down will make you rise stronger. The scars you carry are marks of overcoming, testimonies that you survived hell. Don't be fooled. The path of the chosen is not easy. It is a hard journey, full of obstacles. But each challenge overcome is a step toward your purpose. It is a stage completed in your preparation for something grand. You are being forged in the fire. And this forging is not random. It has a clear objective: to empower you to help others who are going through the same trials. Your pain is not in vain. It has a greater purpose: to make you an instrument of healing and transformation in the lives of others. You may not understand it now, but trust. Every difficulty you faced made you stronger. Every tear shed made you more human. Every loss taught you the value of life. And all of this prepares you for your mission. The feeling of loneliness, of abandonment, is an illusion. You are not alone on this journey. There are other chosen walking beside you, facing their own battles, and above all, there is a greater force guiding and sustaining you. What seems like destruction now will one day be the foundation of your victory. Your trials are not a sign of weakness, but rather proof of your inner strength. You have been chosen for something great, and your journey is just beginning. Remember, the fire that burns you today is the same fire who has never tried to hide the marks of life. Those wounds that hurt just to remember, that we try to disguise with a forced smile, as if nothing had happened. We hide, afraid of judgment, of pity, or simply because it hurts too much to relive. But what if I told you that these marks, these scars that you try so hard to hide, are actually your greatest treasure? That they are not a source of shame, but rather of pride. That they make you unique, special, and incredibly powerful. Think of your scars as maps that show where you have been, the obstacles you have overcome, the battles you have won. Each mark tells a story of pain, yes, but also of resilience, of strength, of overcoming. People who have never faced great difficulties may have good intentions. They may offer advice, words of comfort, but something is missing. What's missing is the lived experience, the real experience of someone who has been at rock bottom and managed to rise. Only those who have felt the pain of betrayal, the anguish of abuse, the despair of bankruptcy, the deep disillusionment, can truly understand what another is going through. Only those who have been through hell know the way back. You become a beacon for those who are lost in the darkness. Your story of overcoming becomes a guide, a hope for those who think there is no way out. You show that it is possible to survive, that it is possible to rise again, that it is possible to smile again. Your pain was not in vain. Every tear, every sleepless night, every moment of despair prepared you for something greater. It transformed you into a healer, someone capable of reaching out and helping others to rise. Do not be ashamed of your scars. They are proof of your strength. They are your superpower. Use them wisely, with compassion, with love. The world needs people like you. People who are not afraid to show their vulnerabilities, who turn their pain into a source of healing, who use their experiences to inspire and transform lives. You are one of those people. Your story is unique, powerful, and transformative. Do not hide it. Share it. Use it to help others find the path to healing, hope, and overcoming. You have that power. The scars are not the end of your story. They are the beginning of a new journey, a journey of healing, of purpose, of transformation. A journey where you use your pain to make a difference in the world. You are not just a survivor. You are a warrior, a healer, a beacon of hope. Your scars are proof of that. Embrace them. Honor them. Use them to light the way for others. The world is full of people needing your help, your experience, your story. Do not be silent. Do not hide. Your voice is important. Your story can save lives. Remember, your scars are your greatest power. They connect you with the pain of others, give you empathy, and make you a healer. Use that power to make a difference. The world needs you. Common life, the day-to-day one, can teach us some things. But there are deep, transformative lessons that can only be learned in hell. Only those who go through great trials develop a completely different worldview. It's as if your eyes are open to a new reality. Where most people only see pain and suffering, you begin to see opportunities for learning. Where many become resentful and bitter, you find space for compassion. Extreme suffering has this power. It pulls you out of your comfort zone, forces you to look within, to question your beliefs, to develop qualities you didn't even know you had. It is a strict teacher, but extremely effective. It teaches you the true meaning of empathy. Not that superficial empathy of those who say, "I understand you," without having the slightest idea of what you are going through, but the deep empathy of someone who has felt the same pain. Hell teaches you the importance of forgiveness. Not the superficial forgiveness, but the genuine forgiveness that frees both the forgiver and the forgiven. The forgiveness that allows you to move on without carrying the weight of resentment. It teaches you resilience, the ability to rise after each fall, to reinvent yourself, to find strength where you thought there was none left. The resilience that makes you keep going, even when everything seems lost. As the saying goes, those who have never passed through the desert do not know the value of a glass of water. Those who have never faced hunger do not know the value of a plate of food. Those who have never known darkness do not know how to appreciate the light. The trials give you this wisdom. They teach you to value the simple things in life, to be grateful for what you have, to not waste the opportunities that come your way. You were not thrown into hell to suffer eternally. You were placed there to learn valuable lessons that will make you stronger, wiser, more human. Lessons that will empower you to help others who are going through the same situation. Hell teaches you to have hope, to believe that even in the most difficult moments, there is always a way out, to trust that after the storm, calm always comes, to have faith in something greater than yourself. It teaches you humility, to recognize that you do not have all the answers, that you need help, that you are not invincible. The humility that allows you to learn from others, to grow, to evolve. Hell teaches you compassion, to look at the suffering of others with eyes of love, understanding, and solidarity. The compassion that moves you to reach out, to offer help, to make a difference in someone's life. You become an agent of transformation, someone capable of using their own pain to heal the pain of others. Someone capable of transforming suffering into hope. Someone capable of making a difference in the world. Remember, hell is not your final destination. It is merely a school, a learning experience, a preparation for something much greater. Use the lessons you have learned to build a better future for yourself and for others. When the pain tightens, when the suffering seems unbearable, it is natural to question. It's easy to think that we have been forgotten, abandoned to our own fate. That God, if He exists, allowed all of this to happen for no reason, without mercy. Doubt and revolt arise. But this is a limited view, a distorted interpretation of reality. The truth is that even in the darkest moments, God has never abandoned you. He has never stopped being by your side, supporting you, guiding you, strengthening you, even if you don't realize it. Think of a sculptor working on his masterpiece. He takes a rough, shapeless stone and begins to chisel it. He uses tools that cut, that break, that hurt. But the goal is not to destroy the stone, but to reveal the beauty that exists within it. That's how God is with you. He allows you to go through trials, difficulties, and moments of pain. But it is not to punish you, nor to see you suffer. It is to shape you, to refine you, to transform you into your best version. Every tear you shed, every sleepless night you endure, every wound that opens in your heart has a purpose. It is not random suffering without meaning. It is part of a greater plan, of a grand project that God has for your life. The process hurts, it's true. The chiseling is painful. The transformation requires effort. But the final result will be something magnificent, something that goes far beyond what you can imagine now. You are being prepared for something special, for a unique mission. But trust, God has a plan for you, and this plan is good, perfect, and pleasing. He did not promise you an easy life, free of suffering, but He promised to be by your side at all times, giving you strength to overcome every obstacle. The trials you face today are the foundation of your victory tomorrow. The tears you shed are the fertilizer that will make your inner strength bloom. Believe in the process, trust in God's plan, and you will see your life transform. You are a masterpiece in progress, a masterpiece that is being shaped by the hands of the greatest artist of all time. Have faith, have hope, have courage. The best is yet to come. God is in control. Your journey may be difficult, but the destination is glorious. You are being prepared for something grand, for a mission that will impact many lives. Trust in God, trust in yourself, and move forward. Your time will come. The life of the chosen is not about themselves. It is not about seeking only their own happiness, their own success, their own well-being. It is about something much greater, serving others, making a difference in the world, being an instrument of transformation. They are placed in difficult situations, go through extreme trials, precisely so that they can bring hope where there is only despair, so that they can bring strength where there is only weakness, so that they can bring love where there is only pain and suffering. It is a noble mission. The world is full of darkness, darkness of sadness, anguish, loneliness, hopelessness. And it is in this scenario that the chosen are called to shine, to be light, to illuminate the way, to show that there is a way out. There are people who are suffering, who are lost, who desperately need help. And often the only person who can save them is someone who has already gone through the same pain, who has faced the same hell and found the way back. That person is you. You, who survived the storms of life, who overcame obstacles, who carries the scars of your journey. You, who have the experience, the empathy, the compassion necessary to reach out and help another to rise. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to have all the answers, all the solutions. You don't need to be a superhero, an angel, an enlightened being. You just need to be willing to be a channel of healing, an instrument of transformation in someone's life. Your story of overcoming is your greatest tool. Your scars are proof of your strength. Your experience is your guide. Use all of this to help others who are going through what you have already faced. Be light in their lives. Do not remain silent. Do not hide. Do not be quiet. The world needs your light. There are people who will only be saved because of your courage, your compassion, your willingness to help. You have been called for this. It doesn't matter if you feel small, weak, or incapable. God empowers you, strengthens you, guides you. He puts the right words in your mouth, shows you the way to follow, gives you the strength necessary to fulfill your mission. Embrace your calling. Be light in the darkness. Use your story to inspire, to motivate, to transform lives. The world needs you. People need you. And you have everything necessary to make a difference. Do not wait for the perfect moment, the ideal situation. Start now with what you have, where you are. A small gesture, a word of comfort, a friendly shoulder can make all the difference in someone's life. You are a chosen. You have been called to be light in the darkness, and your mission begins now. Illuminate the world with your story, with your strength, with your love. You have that power. Use it. In the face of such a grand calling, it is normal to feel small. It is natural to think, I am not strong enough. I do not have the ability to help anyone. I don't even know where to start. Insecurity knocks at the door. But the truth is that you do not need to and should not do this alone. You are not alone on this journey. There is a greater force, an infinite power, that is by your side, ready to empower you, guide you, strengthen you. This force is the Holy Spirit. He is your helper, your comforter, your guide. He is the one who gives you the wisdom, the discernment, the strength you need to fulfill your mission. He is your partner on this journey. It is He who puts the right words in your mouth at the right moment. He shows you the way to go when you feel lost. He gives you the courage to face challenges when you think about giving up. If you feel weak, insecure, incapable, know that it is precisely in your weakness that the power of God manifests most intensely. It is when you recognize your limitation that He can act freely in your life. You do not need to be perfect. You do not need to have all the answers. You just need to open yourself to the action of the Holy Spirit. You only need to trust Him, surrender your life to Him, and allow Him to use you as an instrument of healing and transformation. The first step is always the hardest. But once you take that step, the Holy Spirit leads you, guides you, empowers you. He shows you what to do, how to do it, when to do it. He gives you the necessary tools. Do not be afraid to surrender to this greater force. Do not be afraid to trust in the power of the Holy Spirit. He is your greatest ally, your best friend, your infallible guide. He never abandons you, never leaves you helpless. Open your heart, your mind, your life to the action of the Holy Spirit. Allow Him to use you, to shape you, to transform you. Allow Him to empower you for your mission. You will be surprised by what He can do through you. You do not need to carry this weight alone. The Holy Spirit is by your side, ready to help you, to strengthen you, to guide you. Trust in Him, surrender to Him, and He will do wonders in your life and through you. Remember, you are a chosen, but you are not alone. The Holy Spirit is your partner on this journey. He empowers you, guides you, strengthens you. Trust in Him, and you will see the impossible happen. Your mission is grand. The Holy Spirit is your strength, your wisdom, your empowerment. He gives you everything you need to fulfill your calling. Open yourself to Him, and He will lead you to victory. You are an instrument in the hands of God. Being a chosen is not synonymous with an easy life. It is not a path of flowers without obstacles. On the contrary, it is a challenging journey, often lonely, that requires courage, perseverance, and faith. But it is a life with purpose. Yes, you will face difficulties. There will be moments of doubt, discouragement, and the desire to give up. Not everyone will understand your mission, your calling. Some will criticize you, others will judge you, and some simply won't care at all. But the reward of being a chosen is not in the recognition of others. It is not in applause, fame, or material success. It is in something much deeper, much more significant: the transformation of lives. When you see a person being touched by your story, by your experience, by your overcoming, when you realize that your pain, your suffering, helped someone find hope, find a new path, when you witness a life being restored, a family being rebuilt, a heart being healed because of what you shared, because of what you lived, That is when you will understand that it was all worth it. Every tear, every sleepless night. You were not placed in hell to be destroyed, to suffer eternally. You were placed there to learn how to get out of it, and more importantly, to learn how to show the way to others who are trapped in the same darkness. Now you have a choice before you. You can continue lamenting, asking, "Why me?" Logically, feeling like a victim of circumstances. Or you can accept that your story has a greater purpose, a profound meaning. You can let your scars paralyze you, prevent you from moving forward. Or you can use them as fuel, as motivation, as a tool to heal other people who are going through the same pain. You may feel alone, isolated, abandoned, or you can connect with other chosen, with people who are on the same journey, who share the same values, who seek the same purpose. The choice is yours. The power to decide what to do with your story, with your experience, is in your hands. No one can do this for you. It is a personal, non-transferable decision. If this message touched your heart, if you felt a calling, if you realized that your life has a greater purpose, then do not ignore it. Take the first step. Accept your mission. Declare out loud or in thought or in a comment, "I accept my mission." This simple phrase can be the beginning of a great transformation in your life, a turning point. Remember, hell was never your final destination. It was just a stage, a preparation, a school. Now it is time to put into practice everything you have learned. It is time to shine. The world needs your light. People need your story. You have a calling. Accept it. Fulfill it. And your life will never be the same. The reward of being a chosen is indescribable.